My name's Tammy. Thanks for stopping by. We're making bath bombs today. I want to share with you just my process of making bath bombs. This isn't anything, I haven't shown you before, but I do just take you along for the ride on whatever I happen to be doing. And last weekend I made a lot of bath bombs and then I had to clean my room. I just want to show you my process. And I also thought I would show my new setup as far as my hose. I stole from Holly at Missouri River Soaps. So years ago, she had a video where she talked about how her husband had the tank in the garage and they took it up to the attic. I showed my husband that video and then he was able to take the tank and put it in our garage and take it down here to the basement. And a shout out to my grandson Easton for getting in our crawl space and actually taking the hose from one end of the tank to this end in the house. So let me show you that real quick. So don't mind the mess, but that is where my bath bomb sits. Just 24/7. This is where I keep my bath bomb. It's just right next to my door and it's on this counter that I have. Let me back up just so you can see it better. So if you want to see it back, so that's again, my door, this little counter cabinet I have, and then my bath bomb sits right there. All right, so behind my door are some hooks for all of my aprons, and this is what we were able to do. So I think, I don't know exactly what's all going on. Let me see if I can get closer. So it needs to be repainted and whatnot, but that is coming from the crawl space. I don't know what all of that is, if it's just like hidden behind this cabinet here. And then this is my gauge, so I can adjust my PSI from down here. And then I had to purchase another, I think this is a 10-foot hose. So, and I just, hang this hose here. So that just stays right there. And that way I can have my bath bomb press pretty much anywhere in this room and that hose will reach. All right, so that is my setup for all of my bath bomb press. And now let's dive into how I made all of my fun bath bombs and a couple new molds that I got from the bath bomb press. So stay tuned for that, guys. I am going to be leaving my door open because my main dehumidifier is running full blast. It is about 44% humidity in here. When I started today, it was 41. And if I shut that door, it jumps even faster. So I'm just going to leave that open so you may hear some of that background noise. We're going to work on Practical Magic. This is another Just Scents that I got when Wholesale Supplies Plus bought that out. And I think I want to make this purple, maybe because of the name evokes purple for me. So I pre-mix my bath bomb mixture. So this is all of my baking soda that I need. I do put all of my baking soda in, and then all of my dry ingredients are inside that bag, and that's just how they are on my shelf. That bag is right at a 1 ounce fragrance oil load, so that works perfectly. So this says a dark purple would be red 28 and blue 1, a 1-to-1. So equal parts of that. I've just been using a pinch. I don't go all the way up, I just kind of eyeball it and do 2 of those little droppers. And then, all right, I'm just going to get this on the back counter in the mixing bowl. Okay, now I'm going to get my liquid portion ready, which I have a little dish of shea butter here. Just to take up less room on my table. Melting, Poly 80, avocado oil, 99% rubbing alcohol, and my fragrance oil. I'm going to go get my powder ingredients into the mixer and let that go for a little bit. And then I'm going to add my liquids and let that go for a little bit. Look how dark that is. It's gorgeous. I want you to see how dark this is now. And now I'm going to add my citric acid so you can see what it looks like when we are done with that. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's nuts how that happens. But that will go back to purple once this dries up a little bit. Let's look at some glitter here. I'm just going to do the sunny days, I think. Smidgen spoon. Ah, shoot. Well, it's together. I have a new hexagon mold. So I want to try that. I've not tried it yet. Okay, I'm going to just do a test one first. See how much I'm going to put in here. I think 3.5 maybe. Let's see. Oh, okay, 3.5. You guys. Oh gosh. I wonder if I can salvage it. I love them. I love them. That's going to be cute. So I wasn't going to show you this batch I'm in the middle of making, but I just wanted to have you look at that color. It is so pretty. It's kind of like this, I don't know, periwinkle color. And I got this color by doing 3/4 of a pinch of red 28 and 1/4 of the turquoise dye from Nurture Soap. So I just think that's so pretty, and I wanted to share that with you. And I'm going to put this citric acid in it, and it's going to probably just ruin the whole thing. Yep, that citric acid, it bleached all the color out. That used to kind of freak me out a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me anymore because I know that once this dries, this will come back to that really pretty color. But look at that. This is an Aloha fragrance oil. So I think it's that really pretty periwinkle. I think I'm going to put this watermelon sugar from the Good Glitter. I think that's pretty. I'm going to get my little cut back out. I need to take the camera down so you guys can see a little bit better. Oh, did I forget? I forgot my glitter. Good night. Ah. Try that again. There we go. Isn't that pretty? bedtime bath. It's another Just Sense. In here I have about a half a pinch of my turquoise because I'm only going to do half the batch in this, and I'm going to do the other half white. All right, and also I have a mini bath bomb mold here. I just think it's really cute. So this is the top of the bath bomb mold. I'm going to do a couple different things. I have my cups here, my like little deli cups. For some reason, the package I got only came with like half the lids. So I have several of these with no lids, but I have these cute little ducks. Half of my batch is 762 grams. So I'm just going to take that down to that amount. Keeping this white, and in here I'm going to go ahead and put my turquoise dye. Pretty teal turquoisey color. And here are my two colors. I may have not put the camera up high enough. And I'm going to just do a quick test to see how much of my mixture I need in here. And I also need to practice with this new mold. So I'm guessing about 3 ounces. Or maybe 3.5. I didn't go on the website to look, and I know it's on there. And I'm pretty sure you kind of need to make that opening so that the plunger can reach that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Aw, guys, look how cute that is. And that was like 3.6. So I think 350 is going to be a good amount. So this is going to take me longer because I'm doing the colors. I should probably have a different spoon for each color. Let me do that. Okay, 350, and then I'm just going to take this spoon here, make some space. I think that's okay. It's kind of big, but let's see what happens. Oh, it broke apart. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Well, closer. Let me check my batter. Well, you know what? I'm going to put both of these back on the mixer. I have not had to do this before tonight anyway, but I'm going to put a couple squirts of water in both of them and see if I can't get it to hold together a little bit better. And that looks good so far. There we go. I don't have a tray ready. Shoot. That makes me feel better, guys. I'm giving up on trying to keep these colors separated. Making that flat right across. 345. Let me just sprinkle on some white for variation and get that right up to 350. I'm just... All right. Next. I think I got it. All right. These little things are adorable. All right, that was 12 donuts, and I think that's enough for now because I really do think the cups are cute, and I want to make sure that I have plenty of those as well. So I don't know, my camera just shut off. It has like this weird 30-minute time limit, and then it just stops recording. So I don't know where you left off, but I do have my bath bomb surprises in here. Guys, I love the donuts. Let me show them. Aren't those cute? Look at those. I think they're adorable. I'm so glad I ended up getting the small ones. I have a 3D mold for the bigger donuts, but I just think these are adorable. I'm going to shut the camera off and finish my last batch, and I will see you tomorrow. I just took lunch, And I had a comment on an older bath bomb video that she was having a lot of issues with molding, the bath bombs falling apart, breaking apart when she unmolds, and I've been there. So I think I'm going to do one more round bomb just to really go through process and what I'm looking at, and then I'm going to move on to the kids' bath bombs. So I have this mango papaya from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I really like that one, and I really liked the bath bomb. It was like this orange yellow that I had going. So we are going to try to kind of recreate that orange yellow vibe. I have not looked at Jerica Zimmerman's videos or recipes, you know, for a long time. I don't know how close this is. It is definitely a take on hers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first make my yellow in this. So yellow 5 is going to go in here. I have these, they're like little measuring spoons, but they're smidgens and dashes and pinches, and they're tiny and they're perfect. So I'm just going to put a smidgen of yellow 5, maybe 1.5, 1.25 smidgens. And I'm going to put not quite 6, because this doesn't fill up. So this is what, 2.5, so maybe 5 ml of hot water. So I'm just going to take my hand and get this off the bottom and stir that in. It's a really pretty yellow. I'm going to go ahead and add in my powder ingredients here. All right, and then I'm going to pour this in. I just dump it in at this point, guys. I used to drizzle it really slowly. I don't really mess with that anymore. I just throw it in here. This is my yellow 6. I'm going to put, I suppose that's probably almost a full smidgen. I'm going to write this down so I remember what I did. So that is 766 in each bowl. And here I'm going to go ahead and get the yellow 6. And I'm going to put this back on the back counter. Half of my 904 something is going to be about 452 or so. Alright, so we have my yellow. Let me get a just feel for it, because again, I've been having trouble today. It's not too bad. I'm actually going to run a quick test. No, it's wanting to fall apart. And I think this is probably the problem that that commenter was having. And it's the problem I've been having today. And I haven't had that problem in months. So I'm going to put a couple squirts of water in this, and I'm going to put a couple squirts of water in the other one, and let's come back and do another test. I think this feels a little bit better. It actually has more of a cold feel to it. It's certainly holding better with just those couple, 2 or 3 squirts of water. The couple of squirts really did a good job for me. Let me get my other bowl. I don't like doing my bath bombs in these mixing bowls. I find that it's awkward. It's nice when you have to put them back on your mixer for any reason whatsoever. That part of it's nice. So I'm going to explain the way I actually do my molding. Let me bring the camera down at a different angle so you can actually see. So I'm just going to grab and sprinkle in. And grab from this side and just sprinkle in. So I basically just sprinkle in handfuls at a time usually. Not usually this few, but I want to get both sides. I will take a finger and just poke pretty deep, even to my second knuckle. There's a pretty deep hole I've just added. I don't know if that helps with floating. I don't get a floater, guys, and I don't even care anymore. But I always put the little finger hole in there. And then I like to kind of smash and spread it out like that. And then the last little bit, I just mound up and kind of clean off the top until I hit about 6.1, 6.15. I twist and then tap. And there is my bath bomb. My PSI is right at 60, and that is just basically where I leave it. I'm sorry, it's right at 70, and that's exactly, I just leave it there. I don't ever really mess with it. Just like that, about 610 is a good, and these are medium. That would also tell you. So I put about 6 ounces for a medium bath bomb. All right, guys, we are back, and I am doing a double batch. And the reason I'm doing a double batch is I want to do a lot of different shapes. So I'm going to do some donuts. I may do some waffles. I may do some cups so that I can put piping on the top. So I'm just going to see where all of this lands me. So in here I have 2 smidgens of blue 1 and 2 smidgens of yellow 5. A beautiful green. I'm going kind of that Christmassy. And in here I chose to use mica, and that is because these will be combined, and if you put any sort of red and green together, it'll make the water brown, and I don't want that. So this is mostly ruby red mica from Mica's Amore, and it was a little dull. I wanted to brighten it up a little bit, so I added just a little bit of my bubblegum colorant. Both of these are Bath Bomb Save. This one is from Brambleberry, and it's still maybe just a little bit more on the rust side of the red, but I'm gonna go with it. Oh guys, I think I'm gonna like that. Isn't that fun? Ah! Isn't that cute? Perfect Christmas. I don't think I said I'm using monkey farts. I don't know if I said that or not. Let's make some waffles. So this one I do right at 6 ounces, just like a regular bath bomb, like a round one. I'm way off here. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Unmolding is probably one of the things I still feel the most unsure about. Oh, that's right down the middle. Doesn't that look cool? Look at that stripe. That looks cool. That was 10 of those. Yeah, so that's 3 ounces, and I think that is where I want to be because I want room for my piping. And what's nice when you're at the end of your mix and it starting to dry out, this is what you can do, and it doesn't matter if it's a little dry or not because you're not molding it. This is what we just made with 2 batches of my bath bomb mixed. Pretty happy with all of those options that we got with just those 2 mixes. And we can't forget our bath bomb surprises over here. But I think those donuts are maybe my favorite. Bath bomb weekend 1 is done. The next video I'm going to bring you would be all of my decorating the bath bomb. So here's an image of my bun rack that of all the bath bombs I made. And then when I was taping this little snippet, I had forgotten that I had 3 buckets full of bath bombs on my counter that I had to take out of my round molds and make room for my new bath bombs. I only have 2 of those like drying racks, drying molds. I don't know what it's called. I had to remove like 3 huge bucket full of bath bombs. So this little bit of video isn't all of them that I made. It was a tough weekend again, and I think I need one more weekend like this where I'm going to be cranking out the bath bombs, and I need to do that in the next few weeks to get ready for my Covered Bridge Festival, and then I'll be set, I think. But last year, I was coming home in the middle of the week trying to make bath bombs, and I don't want to come home and make anything this time. I want to come home and rest. We'll see how that pans out. But anyway, stay tuned to next week to check out how I am decorating all of these bath bombs. Thanks for being here, guys. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Like and subscribe, and then definitely come back next week.